I just knew we were going to win on penalties, and I mentioned to the doctor like I was in pain, and he was like, "That's not right, Lucy Bronze's never in pain." But then when I had to take a penalty, I was thinking, I can't even feel my leg right now, so it's not a good way to take a penalty. My sights are firmly set on Brazil and making sure that I'm part of that England team.
Lucy, back-to-back Euros champion. How good does that sound?
Yeah, so good. It's a difficult feat. Obviously, Germany's the only team I think that's done it previously. But yeah, to have done it twice, and I think in such different manners, and one at home and one away, different players and just different performances, different results, it's so crazy. It's such a crazy experience to have lived both of them in different ways.
What was your best memory from the celebrations, if you can remember them?
When we got the bus into London, that was just something that was so special. You know, myself and Kira had done something similar with Barcelona previously, but I think to do it in England with the England women's team is something that we probably could never have dreamt of. I don't think in a million years anyone would have dreamt of something like that. So yeah, that was really unbelievable. From
Chloe Kelly's heroics in Basel to, like you say, lining the streets of the Mall with 65,000 fans, did you feel like you were in a movie at times?
On the bus? Yeah, I think we were just so tired as well. You're just running on adrenaline, but it was just crazy because we obviously had the celebrations in Switzerland, then we go to Downing Street, we're out for dinner, then we have something else. Like, it's all just blurred into one. I can't believe it even fit into like 2 or 3 days.
Sum up the moment when you saw Chloe Kelly's winning penalty.
I just knew we were going to win on penalties. We went through the Sweden game and those penalties weren't great. It was something that we'd spoken about so much that when it went to penalties with Spain, I just thought, we are so prepared for this. Like, the girls on the pitch are so ready. And I think the moment I knew was more when Niamh scored hers, and I was like Niamh's just come on with all that pressure and scored it. Chloe's definitely going to do the same. So I think everyone else was just so excited, and I already had that moments before thinking, I know we've won this.
Was it more special winning the Euros this time around as defending champions?
I wouldn't say it was more special. I think it's so different. Nothing could ever compare to a home Euros. The way we brought together the nation and just set alight women's football was incredible. And I think that's why we love this tournament, because it was just excitement, last minute, last gasp, doing whatever it takes to see it through to the end. It's nice that the experiences were so different and just so incomparable for that reason. So we, like, anyone who's played in both of them, have got these two amazing memories that are like the highest of the heights, and nothing could compare with either of them.
What's the legacy of this England team?
Resilience, I think, believing in yourself, believing in the people that support you. Going into the tournament, I don't think we were pipped as favourites. We had a lot against us outside, and yeah, the way we played was resilient, never giving up. Just the way we were outside of the game was the same, was like believing in the people around you. I think that was like the message.
But you believe from the very start, even after the France defeat, you rallied round the whole team and remember what happened in previous years. So where did that real belief come from within you?
It never leaves me. I think I was born with that, and as soon as I've put an England shirt on 12 years ago, whatever, there's just something about, you know, when people say, oh, I'm so proud to play for my country and it's such an honour, I don't think like words can really put into that feeling. And for me, that feeling's, I've never been able to express it other than the belief that I have within. And whoever puts on an England shirt and is playing next to me or with me or on the bench, I just have this belief that England's going to do it, that we'll find a way.
What's your middle name?
Tough.
Is that the best way to describe yourself on the pitch?
I think just in life in general, yeah. I was raised around women who are very tough. That is the tough side, is my English side. Yeah, I've just been brought up to be resilient, to be tough, to be strong-minded, strong-willed, both on the pitch and off the pitch.
You played the whole tournament with a fractured tibia. Just tell us a bit more about that.
I didn't know about it. I was playing with it at the end of the season and didn't know. It was only when I came to England camp, the Nations League games, and I mentioned to the doctor like I was in pain, and he was like, that's not right, Lucy Bronze's never in pain. And I was like, I know, something's not right. So we did the scan, we found like a small fracture. I remember sitting down with the doctor, with Sarina, and we were like, right, this is the plan, these are the risks. And I was just like, listen, if you want me to play for England, I will play through any pain, anything, like I'll do anything. If you need me or you don't need me, just know that I'm ready. And that was the kind of last conversation we had about it. And then just went full throttle into the tournament.
How difficult was that to play through that pain, but also to hide from everyone else as well?
I mean, the girls knew about it, so all the girls on the team knew about it. But again, I never wanted any sympathy or didn't want to be treated differently. I wanted to play for England as best as I could. This was worse than I've had, but it's pain, so it was whatever. I think the preparation was the hardest thing. When I found out, they were like, "Now you need to rest and do nothing," and I was like, "But I'm going to a major tournament." They were like, "And everybody else is training. Not only my teammates, but all the other teams are training, are perfecting their games." Feeling unprepared is a feeling that I've not had before, because everybody knows I'm someone who does the extras when maybe other people won't. I love it.
Sarina Wiegman said the only way you're coming off the pitch is in a wheelchair. What do you make of those comments?
Yeah, well, it makes sense now when everybody knows the truth behind that. But I remember when she said it, because we had a conversation weeks before about the fracture, and obviously I have trouble with my knee a lot. And she's always like, "I should take you off more often, but you just won't let me." And I just love playing for England. But yeah, I guess those comments resonate quite loudly after the tournament, and obviously playing with a bit of an injury.
There was a famous moment when you were strapping up your own leg before taking the penalty. Why did you rip off the strapping just before taking it?
I felt like my adductor a little bit, and yeah, I know what it feels like to tear a muscle, and I thought, can't play the game like this, so if I just tape it, I won't feel it. Spoke to some of the older players after the Euros, and they're like, "That's what we always used to do." I said, "I know that, where do you think I learned it from?" So yeah, I just taped up as tight as I could. I wasn't expecting to take a penalty, because I saw the list, and Sarina went through it, I was 7th. But then when I had to take a penalty, I was thinking, I can't even feel my leg right now, so it's not a good way to take a penalty. I thought I need to quickly take this off so I can just like power through it no matter what happens.
There was extra time in every knockout game. What was that dramatic journey to the final like to experience as players?
Well, it was exhausting. The Sweden game especially was so mentally and physically exhausting. I think we were the first team to come back from like a 2-0 deficit in a knockout game in the Euros, so that was something I knew during the game. I don't think the other girls knew that. It maybe showed a little bit in the Italy game where we lacked a bit of quality, maybe some tired legs, some tired minds as well. But yeah, to have played that many minutes across the whole tournament's insane. You saw the likes of Germany who played extra time or played with 10 players. They just looked completely drained by the end of it. I think that was the same for us going into them penalties against Spain, but we just had that resilience and mindset of like, we'll just run through brick walls.
Back-to-back Euros champions with the World Cup as the next target. Yes or no, is this the best chance England have to win a World Cup?
No, not necessarily. I think we've always had a good chance. Every World Cup I've played in, we've made the semi-final, which is not bad. And the team that's won it, like, we've been pretty close to them. So yeah, I think we've got as good a chance as we've had before. Maybe we have that a little bit more winning mentality or know-how, but at the same time, there's always the negatives and positives of having a target on your back. Perhaps other teams want to beat you more, but we've got such a very talented pool of players like we always have at England.
You told me your dream is to have that World Cup star above the England crest. Can fans expect to see you at the next World Cup?
I hope so. I mean, it's not up to me. I'll be fit and fighting and I'll be playing. It's up to Sarina who she picks.
Is that the focus now, to make sure you are fit and firing to push, you know, for that World Cup dream?
England's my top priority. I want to play for England as long as possible, be at the highest level for as long as possible. Not only for me to play, but I just want to make sure that this team's pushed to the complete, like, just the highest of heights that we can get to. And if I retire from my career and I've left England in that kind of place, I'll be so happy. I still feel able to compete at this level. I think I will be for the next few years, but you just never know with football. I think can't hang your hat on too much. I've been so fortunate to play in as many tournaments as I have. I've played the most tournament games out of any England player ever. Like that's insane. So I've been very fortunate. But yeah, my sights are firmly set on Brazil and making sure that I'm part of that England team.
Chelsea teammate and good friend Millie Bright recently announced her retirement from international football. What will her England legacy be?
I'd like to think quite similar to mine. I think that resilience, that fight, running through brick walls, doing anything for this team to win and be successful. The fans and the people who watch see Millie on the field and what she adds physically in her presence with England. But she's done so much behind the scenes that also people maybe doesn't get spoken about. I know that as a leader of this team, been alongside Millie for many years now, where she's stepped up in moments off the field to make sure the team's in a good place, to push for this team to get what they deserve and what we need to succeed. I think even after retirement, she'll still be the biggest support of the England team, like so many of the Lionesses are. I think I said it before the Euros, obviously Millie hadn't retired at that point, but the fact that we had Mary, Millie and Fran retired and everybody was so devastated and the fans were panicking, and I was thinking, they've trained these other players up. Like, Millie's played alongside Alex and Leah and Jess and Esme, Maya, all these players for years, and she's showing them what to do. The same as Mary, same as Fran. Like, when you're a player for England, you also teach the next players that resilience or how to play for England and that passion, and Millie's been one of the key players in that in the past few years.